Hi. Folks ask a lot about meal planning and how do we stay on plan when you're super busy. Let me assure you, my family is super busy. We have a lot going on with both parents working outside the home and two very active kids in school and extracurricular activities and volunteer work. So I get busy, and meal planning is really a great way for us to stay on plan and also try to make this way of eating more affordable. I know a lot of folks will say that, gosh, how do you afford it? It's so expensive. Honestly, it isn't that expensive if you meal plan and think through it in advance. Let's talk about my plan for this week, starting with eggs. Now, I'm using Nellie's. I love these eggs. I don't get endorsed by that company. I wish I did, because I really like their free-range eggs. However, eggs are generally fairly cheap, and you can get them for around $1 a dozen in some places. But I'm going to make a frittata. I'm going to make my broccoli, ham, and cheddar frittata. I'm going to actually make it while I cook dinner because I'm already in the kitchen. I'm already getting it dirty. The broccoli was on sale for 99 cents a pound, which is a great price in our area. And the country ham chips were on sale for buy one, get one free. So this was $2, and I probably won't even use all of this ham. But anyway, so this is a really cheap, and the cheeses was on sale too. I didn't get it out of the fridge. This is another kind. People ask me about what country ham. This is one of the brands we really like, Daniel Boone ham. Country ham is very, very salty. If you don't live in the South, you may have to seek it out. But I rinse it. I'll rinse it pretty well before I chop it up and put it in my frittata. It's very tender when you bake it in the frittata. So it's in the cookbook, the recipe for the country ham broccoli cheddar frittata. It's also in a video. So if you want that recipe, I'll link you to the video and I'll link you to the book. But anyway, so I'm guessing with all of this ham was $2. This was 99 cents a pound, and I don't even think I have a pound of broccoli there. And then the eggs, you can get, let's say they're going to be $2 just for the sake of argument. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and my frittata will make 8 servings. So that will feed me and David for the week for breakfast for 4 out of the 5 work days, which is pretty cheap if you have, what I say, $2, $3, $4, $5 into it. $5 into it, and of course the cheddar too. But we're talking less than $1 per meal for sure for breakfast. I also have a pack of bacon or 2. I think David baked 4 or 5 pounds of bacon. This is part of what's left. Jonathan has discovered he really likes the boar's head bacon, but I have that in the fridge too. So I can either have a slice of bacon with my frittata. If I don't feel like frittata one of the mornings, I can grab my bacon and coffee and go. So that's kind of my breakfast prep. I do other breakfast preps. I'll share those in future videos, but those are the big things because the kids are a little bit faster in the morning, and so that's just an easy thing for us to do. The other thing, I use my sales, and this was a splurge. I'll just go ahead and tell you. But I found filet mignon on sale. These were $13.72 for these fillets. These 3 fillets will be plenty for the 4 of us for dinner. And the asparagus was on sale for $1.79. So I will have the asparagus, probably do bacon wrapped asparagus and filet mignon for dinner tonight. Those are really quick, especially if I can convince David to put them on the grill. So while he's doing that, I'm doing the asparagus. I'm prepping the breakfast for the week, and it's just a really nice, easy division of labor. The other thing I found on sale, and remember, I used the sale to keep it all pretty reasonable. So far I've spent, I already had the cheddar cheese. So far I spent $2, $3, $4, $5. Big splurge here with 13. So that's $18.72, say $19, and then my asparagus. So we're a little over 20 for those meals. Then I came across the chicken thighs. Now, these are boneless, skinless, which isn't ideal because it's 6% fat. But I'm going to use these 2 packs, and the 2 packs together are less than $10. This pack was $5.11. That pack was $4.72, and I'm looking to see how many pounds it is. And you know what? I can't even tell you the pounds, but I will check on that. Let me see if I can pull the sticker off. But for $10, okay, this is 2 pounds, and so this would be about the same thing. Yep, £1.69. So total, I've got about a good 3.5 pounds of the chicken thighs. I'm going to use if you guessed it, the curried chicken. I don't have a video, but it's in the cookbook that I'm going to do curried chicken. It makes a meal all on its own. Now, I did buy some cauliflower, and so I could serve it over cauli rice, but that really increases the carb count. So this becomes kind of like a stew, and they'll eat that on their own. Now, with that 3.5 pounds of chicken thighs, what I expect is to get dinner for me, David, and Grace, and then hopefully 2 leftover lunches. So for that $9 that I spent on chicken thighs, I should get 5 meals. So again, less than $2 a meal. 25 cents for this at Aldi's. I already had it in the cabinet. And this is about $1 at Trader Joe's. There are other spices and bone broth and things like that that I have that I'll be using, but still, that's not a bad deal. This is a pork loin. David found this on sale, I think at Sam's Club. It was $15 for that. I'm going to, when I get through making this video, I'm going to rub this fella down with some Mexican spices, and I'm going to put it in the crock pot for carnitas. The carnitas recipe's on video and in the cookbook. I've got some avocado and some jalapenos, so I can make avocado crema. I did forget to pick up cilantro. These guys are on sale for like $1 a piece, and I really don't remember on my jalapenos, but that will make dinner and lunches. I'm guessing that I should be able to get an easy at least 8 meals off of this, which is probably going to be dinner one night and then probably lunches, leftover lunches. Grace may even eat some of this for breakfast because she loves leftovers for breakfast. So I've got dinner for Sunday, dinner for Monday. Actually, this will be probably later. Dinner for Monday, Tuesday, leftover lunches. Hamburger meat. Hamburger was on sale. Now this is 93% lean, and I know that usually we use higher fat, but when I'm making things like crack slaw, then I don't mind using this because I add sesame oil and other fats to it. The cabbage was on sale for 25 cents a pound. The ground beef was on sale for $2.99 a pound. Notice I've got, this is roughly a pound. Each of these packages, they had them weighed such. So I'm going to use 2 pounds of ground beef when I make the crack slaw. What's going to be really nice about that is not only will it be dinner one night, but Grace will definitely take that for leftovers for lunch the next day, and maybe even have it for breakfast one day, depending on what's left over. To be totally honest, they love crack slaw so much around here that it may not be more than one lunch for her. But I always try to make extra with an eye towards lunch for someone in the family. Usually it's not mom. Because the hamburger was on sale for, the 93% lean was on sale for $2.99, I did buy actually about 6 pounds, about 6 pounds, and I can always stick it in the freezer. But what I can do with this is I can make hamburgers. With this broccoli slaw, if there's any cabbage left, I did get a small head, I can make coleslaw. The mom's coleslaw is in the cookbook, so is crack slaw. Crack slaw is also in the video. With hamburger, I'll just add some seasonings and fry those up. The broccoli salad is in the cookbook. Remember, 99 cents a pound, so this broccoli is going in my country ham cheese cheddar, or country ham broccoli cheddar frittata. This is going probably in a cold broccoli salad. I can always throw it in the oven and roast it and make my loaded roasted broccoli as well. And then Brussels sprouts are buy one, get one free. These were 50% off. And so I can chop those up and roast those as well. I can also do them in a balsamic cream sauce, and that kind of jazzes up my burgers just a little bit. So that is meal planning for me. I hope that you were adding up. I probably spent, let's see if we can do it, 3, 6, 9, 12, and then this was less than $1. I remember when she rung it up. So this is going to be $7 for probably, we'll say 5 meals. Again, we'll see. This was 15, and I said I thought I would get 8 meals out of that. So that gets closer to $2.25 per meal. And then this, with the burgers and all the vegetables, we'll say probably $10, but again, probably going to get at least 6, maybe 7 meals out of that. So that's how we meal plan to stay on plan when we do low carb, high fat. I hope that this information is helpful to you as you feed your family.